on Thursday night primetime.
Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. As he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here the Panthers set to take over for the first time, and Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
Now here's Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a couple. Young. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Here's 3rd down and 4. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season, he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Fields going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Here's Fields. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Oh, the option left is Fields. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Sanders. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And they stop him up short of 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 26 yards. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way.
Here we go, son.
Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Go.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That throw by Young incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Young on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact long time there. And now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Fields throw complete there to St. Brown.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
To throw is Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here is Young. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 81 yards.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Mooney, the motion man right.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break. Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. He's got it at the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. So a very tight first half. We had to break. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a first down throw. Fields completing it to the right side. Johnson. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Johnson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They all understand that even after that loss on first down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. Here we go. But here on second and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on fourth down if you can't advance.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here.
Touchdown! DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. They get the conversion. In terms when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And they're going to try to screen. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back into 14. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Santos' kick is up and through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
First down, Young. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a first down throw for Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
Here we go.
That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
2nd and 6.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try and run for it.
And he is going to have the Bears.